Hey guys, Dark Islands Pig here, back with a new video. I just got off from work and I'm going to be talking about basically people thinking that this pain and suffering and all this shit. Some people out there believe that suffering is just in the mind, or you know, it's not real, or it's just in your perspective, or it only matters because it's only happening to you. But you know, if you have a logical brain and if you look at reality, you look at every person you meet, you know, they're as vulnerable as you. You know, they are at risk of harm just like you know. So to say that nothing matters and stuff like that clearly is stupid, because you know, every person with a brain can endure pain and pleasure. Obviously the pain outweighs the pleasure, because you know, the natural state is running away from the negatives. You know, we're not constantly trying to achieve 100% natural pleasure, when you know, clearly it only lasts for so little. And pain and suffering, you know, can be endured for almost an entire lifetime, you know. So to say that, you know, pain and pleasure doesn't, you know, exist, it's just, you know, what can I say? I mean, when someone tells me that something like that doesn't exist, I don't know what else to say, but you're stupid. I mean, you clearly don't have a functional brain. So it just doesn't make sense to me. I mean, I know I'm fucking driving, so sorry if you hear some fucking rattling and vibrations, because my car is so fucking loud. Not the best car, you know. I'm driving a Civic, like a Pro car. So yeah. But like, I want to just bring up the fact that there's people out here who really think that suffering is just some, you know, feeling that really doesn't have any meaning or anything like that, when it's clearly not true. You know, it's a thing that really matters. You know, it's a thing that has the vulnerabilities, and it has the potential to be very devastating for some individuals, you know, and to the point where it will change their perspectives on life in itself. You know, if you've never experienced a real bad, you know, you will be reckless. You know, it's just, you know, you're not gonna take it too serious. You know, if you didn't hit your head hard enough, you're not gonna take this life serious. It's just, that's a fact. You know, that's a simple fact, that, you know, if you want to take this life serious, you know, you're gonna have to understand that concept, that pain and pleasure is, you know, universal. It could be achieved by any person with a brain, you know, regardless of how smart or, you know, how insensitive they are. They can still feel the pain, you know. Maybe their brain is programmed to not feel it and stuff like that, or see it, but a great impact in their fucking body, whatever, whether it's a disease or an illness, it can have implications. It can have serious suffering, you know. So but yeah, but people really think that pain and pleasure is something that is just subjective, that, you know, it's only your perspective, and that it really doesn't mean anything, when no, clearly it means something. You know, when you see a child huffing paint, homeless, begging for money, that means something. You know, I don't need to experience that fucking reality to understand that no way would I want to be in that position. No fucking way. You don't need to be You don't need to have that conscious experience just to matter to you. No, it matters regardless. It doesn't matter if you don't know that person's name. The fact is, if I see a thing, a being, a thinking brain who's experiencing harm, it has value. It matters. It means something. Clearly means something. Pain, blight, suffering, all these words that we connect to a negative, that has value. That means something. You know, just facts. It's not like, this is not something that what I'm saying is subjective. How can it be subjective? Do you think cancer's a cancer or terminal illness or something like that? You think that's like a subjective feeling? No, it just sucks. You know, being homeless, it sucks. It's going to cause suffering. Having cancer, that sucks. It's going to cause suffering. Loved ones dying around you, that's going to cause suffering. That has meaning. It means something when someone's experiencing these events, these real events, eviction, natural disasters that wipe out a village. They mean something. They have implications. They are causing a real effect on an actual thinking brain that can say ouch. They can say feels good. You know, these are actual things that are happening in this reality. And to say that it doesn't have any meaning or it doesn't matter, whatever, is just dishonesty. It's just so crazy to me that there's people out in this world who really think like this. And it's sad because it's like, damn, how do you fuck up your brain to the point where you literally don't even see that pain has any meaning? I mean, pain or suffering or any of this shit. I see a lot of young men around my age who are alone, and I don't need to experience loneliness to understand that feeling, that sensation of dread, of inadequacy, of not feeling like you're at par with someone because you're alone, you're lonely, whatever. I mean, being alone and lonely are two different things, but I'm not trying to get off the subject, but you know, those things have meaning. When people are experiencing certain things and stuff like that, it's just a fact. You know, I see an animal, a roadkill, or whatever like that, you know, on the road. You know, that was an actual sentient being that had endured those horrific last moments of being ran over. How you can't tell me that has no meaning. The meaning is that the fucking sentient being is at jeopardy, is at stake, of torture, of harm, of fucking, you know, risks. That's the meaning. It's not that fucking difficult. It's literally getting your ego out of your head and realizing that this life game is not revolving around you. It's not about you. It's about this whole game, this, you know, the fact that there's so many sentient beings out here that, you know, are at risk, very crucial and difficult circumstances. And no one wants to experience these things. No one wants to experience these bad sensations of suffering. And I wouldn't want to impose it on other people, man. Why would I want people to feel bad? Unless you deserve it, right? Unless you're being an idiot who's like literally ignorant, like blue pillars and like natalists who are very ignorant about the truth of this reality. The prices are way too high. There's no fucking gains besides a lot of losses, you know. And it's crazy to me that there's people out here who really think that you know, this life game is something that only matters to them. But no, it should matter regardless. You see someone in pain, you see someone dealing with bad shit, bad circumstances, it's gonna suck. You don't have to be experiencing that to understand that philosophically that sucks. It's not good. It's not good to be homeless. It's not good to have cancer. It's not good to have, living paycheck to paycheck. It's not good to be working. It's not good. It sucks. And in a logical brain, and someone who's honest, and someone who's saying it for what it is, it fucking sucks. It sucks that everyone has these vulnerabilities. I wish nothing mattered. I really do. Why the fuck would I want things to matter? I wish none of this shit mattered. But unfortunately, no. That's the hard, brutal reality. A lot of this shit does matter. Because what's at risk? Your jeopardy, your vulnerabilities, your ability to endure suffering, and that's not fucking good. That's not good for anyone. Having to endure suffering for no fucking point. No one deserves suffering. At the end of the day, no one deserves it, and there's no reason to impose suffering on others. That's a fucking facts. There's no point in imposing suffering. What are you achieving? You're not making a better character. You aren't. If anything, it can make a person way worse. Yes, I understand that some suffering does build character, but too much suffering can damage you. So there's no real actual it just sucks, man. It just sucks that, we live in a world where people can't even understand that pain sucks. Regardless of who's feeling it, who's going through it, pain. It sucks. Bad. It's a negative. It has a negative connotation, It just negatively is something that you don't want to experience. There's no reason to want to experience suffering. And to tell yourself that nothing matters is just intellectual dishonesty. Because if nothing mattered, then why take care of your health? Why wake up the next day? Nothing matters. So that should be the end of the story. So you know what to do next, right? Off yourself if nothing mattered. Well, obviously stuff matters. Because you can fucking feel. You can endure painful things in this life. You can endure things that most people might not even ever experience. I'll never experience the Elephant Man, being seen as a fucking monster. I'll never experience that, and thank God I'm never going to. Fuck that. Who deserves that shit? Fucking A, man. I mean, to tell me. I hate these roads. To tell me that pain doesn't fucking matter, or all these feeling creatures out here, they don't mean anything, have no value. Well, clearly, you're just blatantly being delusional. You're lying to yourself. People who have these ideas and stuff like that are just insensitive. They just don't. Again, they weren't fucking hit hard enough by life to really understand what the prices were paid for all this shit. Even the prices that they're paying right now for their own lives. The fucking wage slaving, the breaking our back, the loneliness. I'm paying a price right now, man. I'm driving a shitty car. I work a shitty job. I have a shitty life, miserable. I'm trying to make it day by day by myself, and I got no help, no one to help me in this life. And and you're gonna tell me that I mean nothing. What I'm enduring means nothing. So stupid. So I'm so tired of this dishonesty, man. I really am. Just so crazy, man. I'm gonna make a part 2, so peace out, guys.